Once upon a time, in a faraway kingdom surrounded by glittering mountains, there lived a queen who longed for a child. One winter day, while she sat by her ebony window stitching, she pricked her finger with a needle. As 3 drops of blood fell upon the snow, she whispered, "I wish for a child with skin as white as snow, lips as red as blood, and hair as black as ebony." Not long after, a beautiful baby girl was born, and she was named Snow White. But soon after the birth, the queen fell ill and passed away. The king remarried a woman who was breathtakingly beautiful, but cold-hearted and jealous. She owned a magic mirror and asked it every day, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?" For years the mirror answered, "You, my queen." But one day, the mirror replied, "Snow White is the fairest of them all." From that moment, the queen's heart filled with hatred. She ordered a huntsman to take Snow White into the forest and get rid of her. But the huntsman, moved by the girl's innocence, refused to harm her and told her to run far away. Snow White wandered deep into the forest until she discovered a tiny cottage. Inside, everything was small and neatly arranged. Exhausted, she fell asleep across several tiny beds. When the owners returned 7 dwarfs, they were surprised to find her. But when Snow White awoke and explained her story, they welcomed her warmly and promised to protect her. Meanwhile, the queen discovered through her mirror that Snow White was still alive. Enraged, she disguised herself as an old woman and traveled to the dwarf's cottage. She offered Snow White a poisoned apple. The moment Snow White took a bite, she fell into a deep, death-like sleep. The dwarfs were heartbroken. They placed her inside a crystal coffin in the forest, where she lay as beautiful as ever. One day, a prince who had heard of her story visited the forest. Captivated by her beauty, he leaned forward and softly kissed her. The spell broke, and Snow White awoke. Overjoyed, the dwarfs celebrated as Snow White and the prince returned to his kingdom. They married soon after and lived happily ever after.